Glad to have you with us from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play.
The ball is out behind the line. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, that's one of those where you just go.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, tight ends used to line up on the ball and block or release for a couple different routes. Now, you're putting them out wide. You're putting them like this right here in the slot. You're asking them to run corner routes and man-to-man coverage and go win. The tight end position has evolved big time over the years.
Got his man on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Inside the 35. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. And it'll be a short game. No need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Powers forward. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal.
Tight end trying to get in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. On the move, it's Fry. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
To the air, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now on the return. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Quickly to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They believe they can run right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Still running at the 40. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Bailey. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes the catch at the 45. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Bailey. That's reeled in, it's Fry. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Floating away. Got out of trouble and throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's in open space downfield. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. You saw it there on the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. At the 35, he's open. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs. But I think that
turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. And now the hip knocks it loose. Kicking team's got it. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be. He's going for the big play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
He fires to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. NC State will pick up the first down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the 1st down.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Moving away from pressure. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive. He gets a hand on it. He's got the ball. That one's live.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. Turner goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Takes the handoff. It's Fry. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to pass. Under fire. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Here's the pressure. Running into the open space. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Hard running there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cowboys are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Got it in the middle, it's Lopez. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game in the lead?
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Fires to the wideout. Snares it outside. It's Lopez. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Cowboys didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fry. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit.
He lets it fly. It's a big stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Just keeps slinging it. Fires into the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
On to attempt the try. Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's 4. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success, and you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books in a season.